Ava rules your sad life. She rules my sad life? Well, it sounds like her life would be pretty sad if she has to rule my sad life. I mean, that sounds like almost a burden. I mean, can you imagine having to rule over my sad life? What a pain in the ass. What's Rich doing today? I don't know. I got to go rule his life. It's really sad. Well, it must be really sad for you to have to rule over a sad life. Wouldn't you much rather rule over somebody that was powerful and engaging and, and captivating, not someone that was sad and miserable? But, to each their own, I guess. Who's Ava now? Jared, can you fill me in? You promised you were going to keep me abreast of these things. Now, who is this Ava person? Not for a G like her? Oh, Ava's a gangster now? Ava's a gangster. Really. The person who basically detests pimps, detests the underworld, is basically glorifying the act of being a gangster? That seems kind of hypocritical, doesn't it? It seems like if your message was to like, hey, I'm anti-sex, I'm not about, exploitation of females, I'm not about pimping, you'd be against being a gangster. So why would she call herself a gangster? Right, because she wants to be like me. She wants to be a gangster. She wants to be like Joy. But she's not. She lives in Washington. She lives in an all-white suburban neighborhood. There are no black people where she lives. Yet she calls herself a gangster and she assigns her people pimps. She makes them pimps for $5 a month. Now, what kind of person goes around glorifying pimping? Right, a fraud. And that's what she is. LCW, I know you're friends with her, but just so you know, she pisses me off because she is a fraud. And you guys told me this. She's totally 100% a fraud. G as an original? Yeah. Well, then what does she mean by pimp status? What does she mean by when she says Ava the G and my members are pimps? What's that, Mackenzie? You can keep trying to outsmart me. You can think you're playing a bet. Oh, fuck. I'm playing a chess game right now. You guys distracted me. You guys might think you can play chess faster than me, but look, I'm like 5 moves ahead of you, Mackenzie. You know that. You know I've always been. It's not an insult. It's more of a fact. Hey, what's up, Patel? Dude, you don't understand. I play multiple chess games at once, Kitchen Man. The idea is that you want to be able to play at least 5 games simultaneously, blindfolded. Just have people tell you where the pieces are. And you have to remember where all 5 games are. The other players can see, of course. You just have to be smarter than them. That's the goal. You know what? I am going to take the queen, but I want to take the knight first because the knight was protecting his queen. So his or her queen. Now, she can take me there. I'll take the queen. Now, if she takes my queen, I'll take their queen. They take my rook. But then I've just got a better positioning because, look, they have nothing protecting their king right now. The only thing that I have is, no, unfortunately, I'm not a pimp. But people glorify being pimp. It's been taken on this they changed it to be something of a good nature. And people like Ava, who have never met a pimp, have no idea what pimping is, have no idea what it is, go around calling herself a gangster and a pimp. She don't mean no, I'm a G as an original. No, it's Ava the G, T-H-A, like the G, like a gangster. Dude, you can say whatever you want to say, but Ava the G is a white suburban punk living in Washington pretending to be this gangster. Which, as you guys all know, she clearly is not. You're watching Married with Children? I love that show. I think I can still checkmate this guy. I only have a rook left. And a knight. So he's got me out beat by a couple pieces. Ava the original? Yeah, she probably should have called herself that. She should have called her the OG. The original gangster? That's what OG stands for, just so you know. Mackenzie, you're about as dumb as Ava. No offense, but you really are dumb. Randy was the OG. Now, what does OG mean, He-Man? Okay, no disrespect, but Mackenzie's in here trying to explain to me that Ava calling herself the G, or anybody calling themselves the G, are saying that they're the original. But she's dropping off the gangster part. No, the original gangster. That's what it stands for, OG. Or it could stand for ocean grown. Those are the two things. But it doesn't, Mackenzie. Yes, you are, Mackenzie. You're sitting here, she says, I am Ava the G, and you're saying, she says, no, I mean I'm original. Fuck if she's original, first of all. That's not what she is. She's very much a clone. I mean, she is very much concerned about what other people think of her. I know, that's what you took it as, but you see, you take things how you perceive. Perception is reality. So you want to perceive her as this, right? But she has you fooled. And that's why I say, I don't want you to be dumb, but you're playing dumb. So when Ava fools you into thinking that she's a gangster and a pimp and all this stuff, but then goes around like attacking me and my wife, well, she has you fooled. It means original gangster. Right, exactly. So when she says I'm a G, she's not saying I'm original. She should say Ava the original. She didn't say Ava the O. Could that be confusing? She said Ava the G. That means I'm a gangster. Plus, it's compounded because when you go to her channel and you want to join to become, like you pay the $5 to become a member. By the way, ours is 99 cents, but hers is $5. And that's to become a pimp. So it's just the whole idea of glorifying gangster lifestyle and pimp lifestyle, which by the way, pimping ain't cool. That's fucked up. It doesn't happen a lot. It's very minimal, but it's fully exploitation of people. It's where you make a girl go do something and you take all of her fucking money. And by the way, you don't marry her. So just the fact that I'm married kind of takes me out of that whole legal thing right there. It just goes out the window because I can't be pimping my wife. It's like now she could be escorting me to whatever, but we're married, so it's the kind of a joint decision. Now, if we weren't married and she was just some girl, yeah, man, you'd have a fucking case. You'd be like, shit, man, look, she's paying for all your bills and everything, and you guys aren't married. Then you'd be like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Because I could leave her at any time, and that's exploitative. However. No, well, exactly. You can't pimp your wife. That's my whole point. You can't. Oh, fuck. You guys made me lose my goddamn game. This is why I don't do this shit online. It's just too hard to play. It's just too hard to do it all online, you guys. The first person I ever saw themselves call themselves a G or an OG was Ice-T. Ice-T was the first. Ice-T was the first guy. I think he was on an album. And do you guys remember that? He called himself the OG. And then it kind of jumped to something else. I'm just saying, I take it when someone calls themselves an OG, they mean the original. Yeah, well, no. Well, okay. Okay. No, that's not what it means. They're trying to say that they're okay. What she's doing is she's just some white girl trying to be this badass gangster. That's what I'm saying. And that to me is kind of a joke. But I don't mean to be talking about Ava. Why are we talking about this again? Because you guys are telling me how badass she is and how lame I am? Okay, great. Ava is the original gangster. Ava is pimp status. I'm a loser. And I just play chess all day and just take care of my lame family. Ava's awesome. She goes to Vegas for 2 days and rocks it out. Okay, I get it. Okay, guys, it's been a really, 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 really informative morning for me. I know, Mackenzie, but I'm trying to tell you, listen. Do you see how her whole, it's a stick? Do you see how her whole thing is a stick? Like, it's not real. What I'm trying to say is that we, Jedi Rich, okay? I didn't see someone call themselves, like, Ava the Jedi and say, oh, I'm going to call myself Rich the Jedi now. See, Ava saw someone call herself a G, and she said, I'm going to be a G. She thought calling everybody pimps would be cool. And then, but she didn't realize in the future she would be attacking someone who she claims to be exploitative pimp. Well, it's like, dude, you can't be this informative journalist if you're going to go around pretending to be a pimp and a gangster while you're out there trying to bust up gangsters and pimps. It's just the, you know, are we playing chess here? What we were, and then we fucking lost, and now I'm mad. And I don't know if I want to play again because you guys weren't really helping me stay on target here. I'm the original. Ava sucks. Randy's grift. So now, are you Randy's? Now, are you Randy from Randy's room? I don't want to play a bot. I want to play the real person. Well, she can call herself, okay, of course she can call herself what she wants. But it's kind of like if I called myself Rich the Ultra. Like I am the Ultra. Like I really would, you would say, wow, this guy's kind of full of himself. You know, or Rich the Beautiful. You know, like something like that. You'd be like, okay, you can get a lot of insight by the persona a person decides to take on. This is my, oh wait, so Randy's grift? No, you're kidding me. I didn't know you were Randy. I thought you were just like a person, I don't know. Hi Randy, good morning. Are you kidding me? Don't mess around with me, I'm dumb. I pick up on this stuff slow. I'm easy to fool. Skinner, the OG Jedi, is that too far? End of story. Thank you. End of story. That's not right. I didn't think so. I thought they were just messing with me. Thanks, Dan. Thank you. See, I can always count on the haters to tell me straight what's up. Now they'll tell me. Now they'll tell me what's straight what they're saying. Now they might be wrong, but they'll at least tell me straight what's up. You don't think she sees herself as a gangster? No, of course. How could she? She's a suburban punk white girl that lives in Washington. I think there's 4 black people, and I know one of the people that live in Washington that's black, and there's only 4 of them. So, and he doesn't know her. Jedi Rich, fucking A, man. I don't know. I think it's time for my bong hit. Okay. When you meet someone and they say, hey man, I'm a Jedi, or my name is Jedi Rich, you get like, okay, we get he's not really a Jedi, although I am. Okay, but we get he's not really a Jedi, although I am. But you guys in your mind, you think, oh, he's not really a Jedi, although I am. But you think to yourself, he's not really a Jedi, although I am. But you think to yourself, he's not really a Jedi. He just calls himself Jedi Rich because he likes Star Wars. or because he likes the idea of science fiction, or he likes the idea of time travel, or he likes the idea of doing Jedi shit, which is like, saving people from slavery. That sounds like a cool fucking thing. Okay, nothing wrong with that. It's like, he's not like calling himself like I'm trying to think. I'm not even go, well, I could be calling himself. However, yeah, I'm a Jedi. Anyways, so you think to yourself like Jedi Rich, you learn something about him. Like you don't know anything about me, but wow, he probably likes Star Wars, which I do, and he's probably might be even a Jedi, which I am. However, you don't think that he's taking on a persona. Like you kind of learn about me. You learn like it must be science fiction, and if I come and I show you I play chess or I have a lightsaber or something, you're like, okay, that all lines up. Now, if I called myself Rich the OG or Rich the G, you would start to think, or I called myself Gangster Rich or Rich Pimp or whatever, you'd have a different persona of me, right? It'd be Gangster Rich. You would think like, okay, this guy's something else. So but hold on. But you wouldn't think that I was really a gangster. You would just think that this guy wants to be a gangster, right? So when you see someone call themselves Ava the G, and then she goes on to call herself, all of her little minions that follow her, pimps. Okay, I don't know, but I know this isn't about Star Wars, right? It's about gangsters and pimping. You see what I'm saying? Like, we all have our little fantasy role of what we want to be. Mine was to be a Jedi, which we are. Jedi Joy and Jedi Rich. Ava's goal is to be a gangster and a pimp. And it's very clear, she has a lot of pimp tactics. You see the way she is. She comes out, she exploits people. She exploited my family for views. She did anything she could to find negative stuff about me in order to increase her views. That's exploitative. I'm just putting my family online with whatever we're doing. Like me and Joy, we happen to come back here. I would have showed you guys, the only thing I would have loved to have shown you guys, the best part of our story, the funniest parts, the most inquisitive parts we have no footage of because we'd sold all of our gear. We sold everything and we were just on the streets. So we had nothing. And I had one free Obama phone. I had a free Obama phone, which unfortunately crapped out on me. But I took a couple pictures of us, and that was it, man. And I don't know what happened to that phone, and it was on the chick. Joy got that Jedi Force grip. Hey, man, listen. You have to realize that what Joy does is one of the last few vesticles of free enterprise left in America. You know what I'm saying? Everything used to be like that. You used to be able to go out and just like put up a sign and start selling shit. Like free enterprise was capitalism. Now everything is completely socialized and completely regulated and completely like good chance, except for a few jobs. Even drug dealing is now no longer a free enterprise. You can get it at the dispensary. You got to get certified. To be a weed dealer, you got to have all sorts of certifications. You got to get a license. So it's all going away. Yeah, let's do that. Come on. Bad news though. Bad news. I'm doing this on the desktop now, which that means is I got to go in there and get the bong, and you can't come with me because this is Streamlabs. Streamlabs is doing this, you guys.